Hi folks, thank you so much for tuning in, and today we're going to cover 7 signs that your hotel might be going bankrupt. So number one, let's start with the number one. The number one is you have extremely high turnover, which means that your department managers, your lower level employees, every couple of months you're changing them. You just don't have this solid team in place that's going to ensure that no matter what, your hotel is going to succeed. They're just there for the paycheck. You don't have this team that is emotionally attached to your property and your brand and your company that's going to ensure that your property actually succeeds. You just have a bunch of people walking around for the paycheck, and then once they're done, they're just walking out the door. You're wasting a lot of money on training and the high turnover. And the number two is your numbers are down and you don't even know why. So this happens a lot in the hotel industry. They're just looking over all the year-over-year revenue and they're just comparing it with the last year, and they say we're up or down, but they don't have the right rate coding strategy at their sales department or their front office to ensure that each department reservation segment is coded correctly. So when we have an issue like this, that we can go back and compare year over year which accounts that were down, which accounts we're up with, to ensure that where actually the problem is. Because if we just look at the overall, the entire revenue, and we don't know which accounts that we are actually down and which accounts we are producing more right now, it's impossible to go back and fix that problem because we're completely blind when we're working on this project, right? So the next thing is you don't have the right, the number three, you don't have the right revenue management strategy. You're just treating your hotel like an office space or a rental building. You just have one rate for the entire year. You're not following the market. You're not looking at anything high demands, the dates. You're not looking at all the pickup reports of your blocks. You're not looking at your L&R agreements. Everything is just in the air. You have one rate set for the entire year. You're not looking at anything. That's a great sign that you might be going bankrupt very soon. The number four, you think you have enough. All right, so I see this a lot. They think they have enough, they just pull back and then they just say, you know what, I have enough right now. I already got enough signed agreements. I already have enough revenue. This property is at its highest potential, so I'm just going to kick back. I'm not going to do any marketing. My property is already doing well. They don't even know there are actually 3 properties right down the road is actually being built right now, and very soon, once they come in the market, they're gonna come and steal your property, all of your competition, because you think you have everything. So soon you don't have those accounts and you don't have enough diversification to protect your hotel's revenue. The next thing is the number 5 is you don't have the correct follow-up strategy. Okay, so that follow-up is where the money, where the revenue is. Okay, 25% of hotel salespeople actually make one call. All right, they never follow up with their client. They just make a one call, and if they don't get a response, they do not follow up. They do not use text message, email, video call, none of that. They just make a one call. If they don't call them back, that's it. All right, so but they don't even know that actually between 5th and the 8th call these days, people, how busy they are and how distracted they are. They have 10 to 20 different notifications on their phone, and you're trying to get them on the line, and it actually takes about, even in an inbound call, forget about a cold call, between 5 to 8 calls. Okay, so if you're making only one call and you're not following up with them again, you're probably about to go bankrupt. All right, and number 6 is the mixed revenue, diversified revenue. If your revenue is only dependent on one account and one source only, and that's the largest account that you have, and you don't have anything to replace that account if you go south with them, that's a great sign that you might be go bankrupt. If some other property comes and steals that account, you don't have anything else to compete with. You just don't have enough negotiation power because you're just dependent on one account and one account only. And the number 7 is the referrals. You're not asking for referrals. You're working with a tour operator producing your 3,000-4,000 room nights. You're not asking them, hey, who else I can help? I know you're happy with me. Who else in this market that I can help? Are you traveling to a different market that I might be able to help you in that market, because we might have the exact same brand in that market that you might refer that property, and when they're coming back in your area, they might be able to refer you to someone else. If you're not asking, you don't know. All right, so that's the seventh reason that we believe that your property might be on the edge of a bankruptcy. But if we might be a service, you're invited to reach out to us at 888-999-8086 or visit us at Bezla.com LLC. Thank you very much.